National Network for All, in short, CNN for All, Illinois, USA.
And Bethel House of Refuge, Muhammad, Illinois, presents this week's Breaking News in Wellness and Health for all people and all professionals. Hi, I'm the Pete of Dr. Z and Pete, presently the CEO of Bethel House of Refuge in Muhammad, Illinois, formerly executive director of a prison ministry in the area, and previous to that, owner-operator of a commercial construction business in the central Illinois area. I and my wife Stephanie, who works as a travel account specialist at UIUC, we now live in Farmer City, Illinois. This is my distinguished co-host and my good friend Dr. Alex Rama Zachariah, MD. Doc is a medical professor and the CEO of CNN for All, and recently Doc was the chief medical officer, the medical director of Provena, now Presence United Medical Center in Danville, Illinois. He was there all of 2008 and part of 2009, and prior to that, he was the dean of one of the top 12 medical schools out of 300 plus medical schools in India, Christian Medical College in Ludhiana, India. Doc, with his wife Prema, also, man, a retired physician and professor. His kids are doctors too. They spent 43 years at Christian Medical College in Ludhiana, first as medical students and then as faculty until they both retired in 2000. They reside now in Urbana, where they have been since 2005. Doc, with your outstanding medical resume and your experience, I'm privileged to have you as a co-host. This week's Breaking News in Wellness and Health, I need you to tell the folks what we're about here.
Please note this is not medical advice. This is for your information only. Do not change your treatment based on this info. You may mention this to your physician, and you may even ask your physician.
Ask him to watch.
Watch it.
You bet. Yeah, this is, and if you need to communicate with us, you can do it by email. BreakingNews@CNN4all.com. BreakingNews@CNN4all.com. And if you want to mail us, Doc, what's the address?
You can write to us, and you may write to us, Breaking News, CNN for All, P.O. Box 17494, Urbana, Illinois, 61803.
Let's get right to it. Bacteria responsible for gum disease facilitates rheumatoid arthritis. Who knew? Does gum disease indicate future joint problems? Although researchers and clinicians have long known about an association between the two prevalent chronic inflammatory diseases, periodontal disease and rheumatoid arthritis, which they refer to as RA, the microbiological mechanisms have remained unclear. Doc, what do you think?
Yes, in an article published September 12th in PLOS Pathogens in the University of Louisville School of Dentistry, Oral Health and Systemic Diseases, group of researchers and an international team of scientists from the European Union's Gum and Joint projects have uncovered how the bacterium responsible for periodontal disease, the culprit is Porphyromonas gingivo-lysivo.
Say that 6 times.
This bacteria causes earlier onset, faster progression, and greater severity of rheumatoid arthritis, including increased bone and cartilage destruction.
My goodness, I'm glad my gums are good. Studies indicated that compared to the general population, people with periodontal disease have an increased prevalence of RA, or rheumatoid arthritis, and periodontal disease is at least 2 times more prevalent in RA patients.
Well, good oral hygiene.
Brush your teeth, right? Get them clean.
And gloves and
oh yeah,
clean.
Yeah, get them flossing, brushing.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to not do that. Okay, Americans living longer, more healthy lives. That's good news, especially after that last. Thanks to medical advances, better treatments, and new drugs not available a generation ago, the average American born today can expect to live 3.8 years longer than a person born 2 decades ago. Despite all of these new technologies, however, is our increased life expectancy actually adding active and healthy years to our lives? That question has remained largely unanswered until now.
Now, in the first of its kind study, researchers at the University of Massachusetts Medical School, UMMS, published in American Journal of Public Health, September 2013, again for the first time, to measure how the quality-adjusted life expectancy quail of all Americans has changed over time. The average 25-year-old American today can look forward to 2.4 more years of healthy life than 20 years ago, while a 65-year-old today has gained 1.7 years.
Oh, they also found that health gains made as a result of smoking cessation programs were being offset in part by increases in obesity. So it says you can't quit smoking and become a porky. those things don't work, right? Now, we're going to talk about one of my favorite foods, cilantro. That favorite salsa ingredient purifies drinking water. Hints that a favorite ingredient in Mexican, Southwest Asian, and other spicy cuisine may be an inexpensive way of purifying drinking water. I'll drink to that.
This was reported in September 12th at the 246th National Meeting and Exposition of the American Chemical Society.
Oh, boy.
Conventional methods for removing heavy metals from water, such as treatment with activated carbon used in the filters in home water purification in our home.
Oh, yeah.
Or more advanced technology like ion exchange resins are very effective. However, they can be very expensive for use in developing countries, the BRIC countries and the others, especially in rural areas.
All right. Well, that's true. Okay. For the people in the developing countries or the emerging nations, when the filter in a water purification pitcher needs to be changed, they could go outside, gather a handful of cilantro or some other plant, and presto, there's a new filter ready to purify the water. Now, that's good news because cilantro is much more readily available than cash,
yes.
even though they're both green.
Yes.
All right. So we're moving from cilantro to exercise. Exercise provides some benefits for depression. Ooh. Exercise may benefit people suffering from depression, according to an updated systematic review published in the Cochrane Library. The authors of the review found evidence to suggest that exercise reduces symptoms of depression, although they say more high-quality trials are needed. I wonder if that's those endorphins. You know more about that.
The study reviewed the results of 39 trials involving over 2,000 people diagnosed with depression and found that exercise might have a moderate effect on depression. Worldwide, more than 120 million people suffer from depression. Antidepressants and psychological therapies are recommended as effective treatment for depression.
120 million don't seem like that's working very well. However, antidepressants have side effects, and some people prefer not to receive or may not have access to psychological therapies. Physical exercise is also used as a treatment for depression. There are a number of reasons why it might work, such as changing hormone levels that affect mood, or providing a distraction from negative thoughts. I think we're going to talk about oxytocin later, too.
Yeah, then this is endorphin, of course.
Yeah.
The endogenous morphine that is in you and me if we exercise.
All right, now we're coming. Obesity may be associated with even occasional migraines. Man, people who get occasional migraines are more likely to be obese than people that do not have migraines. Previous studies have shown a link between people with chronic migraine and obesity. But the research has been conflicting on whether that link existed for those with less frequent attacks.
Of course, this is according to a study published in September 11, 2013, online in the issue of Journal of Neurology, the Medical Journal of the American Academy of Neurology. Obese people were 8 50% more likely to have episodic migraine
My goodness.
of any frequency as compared to people of normal weight.
Man, you got to look at all these things. These results suggested doctors should promote healthy lifestyle choices for diet and exercise in people with episodic migraines. Doc, you have a new health song on obesity, right?
We will keep singing that, but then we have, as you know, this is not only a new. I mean, this is the same theme, obesity, but we have it on a new tune.
Oh, really? All right.
Eat more of veggies, whole grains. Come on.
Okay.
Eat more of veggies, whole grains. Eat more of fruits and nuts. Eat less of fried food, sugar, starch. Say no to soda pop. Let's sing it again.
Okay.
Eat more of veggies, whole grains. Eat more of fruits and nuts. Eat less of fried food, sugar, starch. Says no to soda pop. Exercise half hour daily, 5 times or more weekly. Walk, jog, run, bike, treadmill, and elliptical till you are drenched in sweat. Once more. Exercise half hour daily, 5 times or more weekly. Walk, jog, run, bike, treadmill, elliptical, always till you are so drenched
In
sweat. Till you are drenched in sweat.
Okay. Well, we should thank the UPTV production facility here in Urbana, our production coordinators, Jason Liggett and Caleb Serpenis.
Yes.
I don't remember his title.
Yeah.
But Jake Schumacher is a station manager. And we want to thank you for all that you do for us, and we'll be back.
And the Science Daily for the info.
Oh, Science Daily, that's right.
Yeah.
Has produced, and this is cutting edge. This
Yes.
is breaking news, right?
Absolutely. And we'll
All
be
right,
back.
thank you, Science Daily.
We'll be back.
My Hero doesn't have a #1 song, doesn't star in a hit movie, doesn't look like a top model. My Hero wasn't ready to have a baby yet, worked hard to help us, chose to have and love me. My hero, my mom.
If you're facing an unplanned pregnancy, learn more today about parenting or adoption. While there are unwanted pregnancies, there are no unwanted children.
Compassion Now Network for All, in short, CNN for All, Urbana, Illinois, USA.
And Bethel House of Refuge, Muhammad, Illinois, USA presents this week's breaking news in wellness and health. It's for all people and all professionals. Hi, I'm the Pete of Dr. Z and Pete. This is my distinguished co-host, my good friend, Dr. Alex Rema Zechariah, MD. Doc is also a medical professor and the CEO of CNN for All. Let's get right to it, Doc. It's good to have you with us today.
Thank you. Good
I'm
to have you.
sure you're
host.
going to have a plethora of information for us.
Right.
All right, let's go right to the chest. Chest pain duration can signal heart attack. Patients with long-lasting chest pain are more likely of having a heart attack than those whose pain is of a shorter duration. You know more about that
Yeah,
than I do.
duration is important. A study by researchers at Henry Ford Hospital was published in the clinic, in the journal Critical Pathways in Cardiology, September 2013. These findings suggest that patients with chest pain lasting less than 5 minutes may be evaluated as an outpatient in their doctor's office, while patients with chest pain greater than 5 minutes without a clear cause should seek prompt medical evaluation in an emergency department.
Key to that is prompt, right?
Prompt.
The faster you get to it, the more likely you are not to have permanent heart damage. Is that right?
That's correct.
I've been paying attention to my doctor, which is new for me. All right, here we go. We're going more into it. This is breaking news. I want to remind you, breaking news. New hope for women suffering recurrent miscarriage. That's good news because that's a debilitating problem for a lot of women. A team of researchers led by the University of Warwick is a public research university located in Coventry in the United Kingdom, have published new data that could prove vital for advances in care for women who suffer recurrent miscarriage. The recurrent loss of pregnancy through miscarriage causes significant distress to couples, often exacerbated by there being so few treatments available to the clinicians that are working with them.
Very few options. Published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, September 2013, is the first of its kind to provide an explanation for why high levels of NK cells, natural killer cells, can cause miscarriage. This work is exciting because after years of controversy and doubt, we have a crucial breakthrough. This means, quite simply, that we have an excellent scientific justification for steroid-based treatment to prevent miscarriage.
Oh, boy.
It is steroid-based and it is helpful. And now we have the scientific evidence-based published data backing it.
Well, you know, a lot of people, Doc, when they can't carry, when the woman can't carry a child to full term without miscarriage, man, they're desperate, you know, and they really want, you know, a child, and so they'll go to a lot of means to secure that. That's good news for them. That really is heartwarming. All right, now check this out. We're moving from having babies. Love hormone may play a wider role in social interaction than previously thought. Here we go. Researchers at the Stanford University School of Medicine have shown that oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone because of its importance in the formation and the maintenance of strong mother-child and sexual attachments, is involved in a broader range of social interactions than previously understood.
Oxytocin, yes.
Oxytocin.
And that's the love hormone.
He's the doc.
The new study published in September 12 in Nature pinpoints a unique way in which oxytocin alters activity in the part of the brain that is crucial to experiencing the pleasant sensation neuroscientists call reward. The findings not only provide validity for ongoing trials of oxytocin in autistic patients, but also suggest possible new treatments for neuropsychiatric condition in which social activity is impaired.
Yeah, autistic kids, they need help wherever they can get it. The reward system is to reinforce behaviors that promote our survival. The presence of oxytocin receptors in the nucleus, what's that word, Doc?
Accumbens.
Is where this happens.
In the brain.
It's in the brain. That's why he's the doc and I'm Pete. He figured that out already. Okay, now check this out. I've experienced this. This is funny. Tingling sensation caused by Asian spice could help patients with chronic pain. You know, it goes like this up here for me. The science behind the tingling sensation caused by eating a popular Asian spice has been explained by researchers at the University College in London, UK. Spicy. Now you know about spicy food.
The study is published in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society B, September 2013. Widely used Asian cooking, what is that?
Szechuan.
Szechuan pepper was found to mimic the sense of touch in the brain. It chemically activates light touch fibers on the lips and tongue and sends the equivalent of 50 light taps to the brain per second. You have experience?
Oh yeah, I'm telling you. And really with Szechuan food, natural products like chili, mustard oil, and menthol can activate thermal and pain fibers in the skin But the study wanted to find out why the Szechuan pepper specifically works on the light touch fibers, producing a conscious sensation of touch and that distinctive tingling feeling. Now, I'm telling you, I've experienced a tingling feeling, and it's almost immediate.
It is?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm giving my imprimatur to this information. Not only Science Daily, but Pete, Dr. Z and Pete.
Yes. The study found that a unique active ingredient in the pepper called sansol activates these fibers, sending a highly specific signal to the brain. Szechuan peppers and physical touch sensation share the same pathway to the brain.
Isn't it interesting that we're finding out that things that we put in our mouth do more than assuage our hunger? You know, that here we go. Obesity combined with exposure to cigarette smoke may pose new health concerns, probably the same health concerns. Millions of people who are obese and smoke tobacco may face, maybe marijuana too, may face additional health problems, including their responses to common prescription medicines that extend beyond the well-known links with cancer, heart attacks, and strokes, according to a new report. Come on, Doc, weigh in on this.
Wright and colleagues from the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory in Richland, Washington State, their research shows that smoking and obesity together may pose a triple health threat in addition to the increased risk.
That's threat, Doc.
Yeah, threat for heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. It's an increased threat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The tobacco smoke and obesity also intensifies the cancer-causing potential of cigarette smoke. The researchers were surprised to find that in some instances, the substances in the second-hand smoke seem to have a more dramatic effect than just smoking.
My goodness.
Take note of that.
Yeah, talking about obesity, Doc, do you have a new song on obesity?
Yes, we have a new song, and it will be sung by Dr. Ross
Yoha? He's
Dr.
coming
Ross.
again?
Yeah, I'll go and get him.
All right. Good afternoon, Dr. Yoha.
Good
I see you got the email and the red shirt.
Wonderful. You look smart. Always handsome and smart.
Thank you, sir.
I have the song for you.
Okay,
For everyone.
is your voice improved over the
Yeah.
last time?
Much better. Much
right.
better.
Wonderful. You got to be careful of this guy, though.
Yeah, and I'll keep it at hand's length.
Okay.
I hope it's not more than hand's length.
That's right. Are you ready, Doc? Are you ready, Doc?
Yeah.
Two docs.
Eat more of veggies, whole grains.
Eat more?
Eat more of veggies, whole grains. Come on, sing with me.
Okay.
Eat more of veggies, whole grains. You also. Eat more of veggies, whole grains. Eat more of fruits and nuts. Come on,
Oh,
sing.
yeah, more fruits and nuts.
Come on.
Okay.
Eat more of fruits and nuts. How about you? Okay, I'll also sing. Eat more of fruits and nuts. Eat less of fried food, sugar, starch. Come on. Eat less of fried food, sugar, and starch. How about you? Eat less of fried food, sugar, and starch. And say no to soda pop. Can you?
Say no to
Soda pop. How about you? Say no to soda pop.
Okay.
Okay, you're a good singer. Okay.
Well, he's getting better.
Exercise half hour daily. Exercise half hour daily. Good singing.
Yes.
Thank you. 5 times more weekly. 5 times or more weekly.
5 times
or more weekly. Walk, jog, run, bike, treadmill, let it go.
till you.
No, you have to say that again.
Oh, man.
Walk, jog,
Oh,
run,
run,
bike,
bike,
treadmill,
treadmill,
elliptical. Can you sing that? Yes. Walk, jog, run, bike, treadmill, elliptical. Hey, you did a good job. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You do a good job too.
Yeah.
Till we are drenched in sweat. Till we are drenched in sweat. Till we are drenched in sweat. Good job.
Good job, Doc. Man, you're on it. Well, we'd like to thank the people from Science Daily for all the info that they provided. Also, the City of Urbana's UPTV production coordinator, the one and only Jason Liggett. Production intern, coming up, the one and only, Caleb Serpenis, and the UPTV station manager, Jake Schumacher. And we want to thank you for being with us, and we'll see you next time.
Now thanking me?
Oh, sorry, Doc. Thanks to Dr. Yoha and his Pavarotti voice. We'll see you maybe next time too, Doc.